Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Tractorfella channel, where we know nothing about tractors and everything about geese. Holy smokes. On today's episode, we're going to try to figure out why my faithful and reliable power washer no longer has compression. Will we figure it out, or is it in vain? I have a feeling there's a broken timing chain. And yes, we're working on that little pain in the butt at the same time. Spicy noodle. Going straight for the 19mm. Oh, no. Looks like I need an official spark plug socket this time. What a rare and special time in my life. Caution for spark plug use only. Although I did remove the rubber boot because trying to get the spark plug out was a violent pain in the butt. Plug inspection. Healthy. Honestly, this thing's always run really well. I'm pretty disappointed. Hello!
Hi.
So I'm just curious to see if the piston is still moving. Feels like it is. Oh, look at that little guy. And ripcord. Oh yeah. Oh man. You can still see the cross hatching in this thing. Well, that's extremely disappointing. Got a few scores over there. I'm not sure what that's from. Alright, so this horrible image you're looking at is supposed to be a 90-degree angle. So what you're going to look at is the middle of your screen, like this area here. And what we are going to look at is, hopefully, a valve that's not seating and why it's not seating. So there's the valve. I believe that's our exhaust. There's our intake. So why is our exhaust not seating? Okay, so it opens. Oh my gosh, this mirror is so bad. Why are you not closing? Alrighty, large numbers are PSI, small numbers are kPa times 100 for our metric friends. And here we go. Oh yeah. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's go straight to the valve cover. Alright, here we go. Overhead cam. Holy smokes. Does not want to come off willingly. Seriously? Jeez, oh Pete. Finally. And yes, I changed the oil on this recently. Although it doesn't look that way, does it? Whoop. Alright, so question number one. Is there supposed to be something around this? Oh, like a belt? Yeah, well, there's the belt. Let's spin the engine. Things are spinning. Look at that lash. That's some serious clearance right there, Clarence. Hey guys, this might turn out to be a fun one. Oh boy. Alright, so I made another observation. I can pull on the valve and pop it back into place, and then I get compression again. But only for that one stroke. So I'm curious if there's a burr that has formed on our valve, because I can push it down and it gets stuck. What in the world? This is very interesting. It's almost as exciting as watching a sloth climb a tree. Let's get to it. Thankfully, everything is 10mm. Not good. Not good at all. Oh no, what's happening? Oh boy. That was scary. Oh, you guys, I don't think this is even worth it. It's one piece. It is one solid cast piece. Oh, geez, there's not even a cylinder head to pull off. Yeah, okay, good. I understand you're upset. So what I'm thinking is that oh my gosh, I have to get that off the camera. Alright, so some of you may have noticed that the roadside rescue vehicle, the little red HHR, is no longer. I'll show you a picture right about now. Yeah, that's what happens when you go down the road to get some milk and you come back and someone pulls out in front of you. Thankfully, everyone is okay. Thankfully, nobody was in the passenger seat, because if they were, would not have been good. The dashboard pushed all the way back to the seat. A lot of bruising. She's doing okay. So she's been used to a little red car for the last 10 years. And oh, well, what do you know? There's a larger vehicle there. So I hope that gave some of you a laugh. It gave me a laugh, and it gave her a laugh. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Now that we're back to it. So I'm thinking we probably have some carbon deposits in there that are causing an issue. One thing I just noticed is that the pin that holds this rocker in here, it's strictly gravity. So let's just pull that little guy out. We'll take the rocker off. Oh, well, look at that. That's pretty cool. Interesting how they do things. I can stick my finger in the exhaust port, and hopefully we can just... Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to do. We'll take the spring right off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray some PB on the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck the drill up on the head of this valve, rotate the valve, and move it in and out, and in and out. And hopefully we can break away that carbon deposit. Yeah, right now it's stuck. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to fire it into the combustion chamber and then lose it forever. So there's our valve. I'm going to spray it with some blaster. The next time I use it, which will be soon because the siding on our house is horrendous, we'll throw some seafoam in there and hopefully clean up any more deposits. Oh man, it's still sticking a lot. I think it's getting better. And there we go. That was counterclockwise. Let's do a little clockwise now. Oh yeah. Super smooth. I think what we'll do is we'll put it back together. We'll fire it up for a while, let it run, and then we'll change the oil. Get any debris out of there that we need to. All right, let's start with our spring here. There we go. Oh boy, lots of compression now. Holy smokes. And like I said, this little guy here is just held in by gravity. And that should be it. Let's see how she feels. Oh yeah, way better. Let's go ahead and spit out all that goo. Woo! Oh yeah. Listen. Perfect amount of lash. Perfect amount of lash. I think the most annoying part of this whole thing is that this is silicone. This is not a gasket. So we're gonna have to scrape and replace. Let's do a compression check. Let's see what we get. 60? I mean, it's not bad. That should give us enough to fire it up, because I do believe there's a compression release. And let me show you why I believe that. All right, as I pull the string, watch the exhaust valve. Gently goes down, and then it comes back up. And now we're on the compression stroke. And then we get the real exhaust stroke. Intake. Little teeny bump on the exhaust. That is your compression release. You get a little bump on the exhaust, allows some of the compression out, so it's not such a pain in the butt to pull over. Now, let's go ahead and scrape off all the old gasket material. I have made a violent mess out of this whole situation. But that's okay. We found the problem, we got it fixed. And the good news is, in the meantime, we're preserving our concrete, because who wants concrete that's actually clean and dry? Why they didn't use a regular gasket in this application, I don't know, because that would have been fairly handy. I never made mention of how this actually came about. I was going to power wash the Tahoe, which is the new roadside rescue vehicle, and it puffed a couple times and chugged, and then that was it. So I pulled on it a few more times, and then I realized there was absolutely no resistance. And then I said to myself, well, this may be the end. Ugh, what a mess. Oh boy, running out of battery. I'll tell you what, since you're probably all falling asleep watching me scrape this, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this off. I'm gonna put some RTV on here and put it together, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and glorious day. I know a lot of you were hoping that we would be back on that little guy, but this little guy I'd like to finish up first. I want to make sure it's all winterized and it's not gonna split when things start getting cold. So let's put the muffler back on, put the heat shield back on, fire it up, hook it up to a hose, not in that order, and see how well it works. As I said, I think my favorite part of this thing is that everything is 10 millimeter. As long as you can find your 10 millimeter. You know what? Let's get some anti-sleaze on there. Man, it's been a hot minute, as the hip kids say, since I have done any type of recording. It's just been getting busy around here, trying to get things all set up for winter. Things going on with the famdamily. That should be good. A little dab will do ya, I think is the saying, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody have a good Halloween? Yep, we did. Lots of trick-or-treating fun. I can't see. That's it. Ah, oil. Should be pretty darn low after our oil slick incident, I guess we'll call it. Yeah, she gone. Today's oil of choice is Providence SA10W30 from Rural King. There we go. Tip top. Well, I guess it's now or never. Although today is really nice. It's about 60 degrees. That's what you want, right? You want your RTV to squeeze out between your bolt holes. That way it gets in the valve train and helps lubricate, right? In other nudes, Black Beauty is turning out to be a real winner. Just an absolute gem. I've done coil springs on the rear. We've had to do exhaust work, manifold stud, water pump, and water pump gasket. Oh, and thermostat. She's really excited to be on the road. And now I've lost my tire pressure monitoring system as well as my key fob system. So maybe we'll make a video on diagnosing that. It should be a great time. Just a real great time. Almost forgot. The spark plug action might help. Probably gonna smoke a bit due to the extreme amount of penetrating oil that I put in the cylinder. Get our wire on there. I am excited.
choke. Fuel is off. Turn it on. We have gasoline. Oh.
Oh yeah! Took Red Beauty to the car wash. Didn't do such a great job. So let's finish her up. Are you bored yet? Yeah, me too. Sorry about that. Ran out of memory. Surprise, surprise. Nice, Titan. All right, let's see here. Oh, it's dry. I used red because it's higher temperature apparently, and I thought that might be a good idea to use for something that's going to be exposed to, well, higher temperatures. Yeah, looking pretty good. We'll just keep an eye on her. That's it, folks. Feeling pretty good about it. It was either do what we did or split it here and try to figure out how to get up to that valve train. No, thank you. Got a couple of clean vehicles in the background there, and one psycho pup who's waiting for me to throw a piece of bark. So you know it's a good day. Thanks for watching as always. And don't forget, if in the future you find yourself super bored and super desperate to watch something on YouTube, come on over. We'll have more adventures. We'll see you then.